So a really interesting topic that comes up, I get a lot of questions on, is at the end of the interview, the employer always typically asks, well, what questions do you have for me? How can I answer, questions for you to better help you understand the practice or the business? And a lot of times people ask the same stuff. Well, what's the salary? What are my benefits? What are my hours? And really simple questions. This is your last clinching moment to basically ask something that shows who you are and what your personality is about. And you should plan some really deep questions for them. Get them thinking. Get them showing, or show them that your consciousness in a way is deeper than asking surface things. And I'll give you two examples of questions that I like to ask or that have come up or I've heard from others as being really good. Question number one, what are the inherent qualities that you see in people who are taking on this job who are extremely successful? Not what are their skills, not what are they good at, but what are their inherent qualities? What are their core deep qualities? Is it empathy? Is it motivation? Is it sacrifice? What are those core qualities that you've seen people who are going to be taking this job? How have they succeeded? What are their core qualities? I want to learn from them. That's going to get them thinking, and it may get you on a path to a deeper conversation, which is how you really create rapport with someone. Another good question you can ask is saying, out of this whole list of job duties here, which I have in front of me, can you tell me what's the one thing that if I focused all my attention on, if you were to pick one thing that would make me the most successful or make this position the most successful for me? And typically they'll go through the list and they'll say, well, I think it's this one thing here. If you did this, this is probably the most important thing. And then go further to ask them, what are the second and third things that you should be extremely core 100% focused on? And by identifying those things, you're not only going to excel in the position when you get there, because usually it's a list of 10 things or 20 things, but you want to know the 3 core things so that when you get in that position, you know exactly what to focus on. But when you walk away from that interview, the employer is going to say, hey, they really drilled down into what was important. And by knowing, if that employer now knows in the back of their head, hey, this is what was, they asked me what was really important, they're going to focus on those things, they're more likely to associate you with getting the job done. Don't ask surface questions. Don't ask baloney. Ask deep things. Go deeper and then see where that conversation leads.